Yo, yo. What's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy, Foots the King. Hey, I didn't want to do this. I did not want to do this. Y'all know me. I'm Draft Guy. Thank you guys, first of all, for supporting the player ranking and the views on the new mock draft are going up. So you guys are getting to that, giving me your feedback. I appreciate it. This is the off season. The Super Bowl's over. Congratulations to the Chiefs. We're in that moment, in that dead space of, all right, now you're gonna see people manufacturing news. One thing that I'll never do, I'll always be about the players. I've been watching tight ends. I've been watching the kid from Purdue who's really, really good. I've been watching all different position groups. Hell, I came up with that mock draft because I just fell in love with Caleb Von Chasen's tape. So it's certain things that I'm doing around this time of year that, to prepare myself for this football team and what this football team wants to do. However, this Dak Presscott news is really irritating to me. And I'll tell you why. I got 5 reasons, okay? And I'm gonna name them now. No fancy graphics, no none of that crap. It's none of that, okay? This is just me thinking, and not a bunch of stats. This is just me thinking and opening up this conversation from me to you. All right. Cohesiveness. You just got a new coach. The indecision sucks. That's number 3 because you don't know. Are you not sold on Dak? What's going on here? This team doesn't handle distraction well. And, last but not least, you want to make sure that you can get the rest of the team good. Okay. So let's start with let's just jump right into it, all right? The Cowboys franchise and Dak are thinking about giving the tag or this, that, and the third. I don't think it's a great idea. Either you're sold, either you're in, or you're out. That's it. Either you're in or you're out. It's not a lot of, and hopefully this is centered. Sorry, y'all, I'm looking at this. It doesn't look centered. There we go. Either you're in or you're out on press. Thinking about franchise tagging a player, what it means is, I don't really know, but I kind of know, but you did some nice things, but you cannot do anything in this league without a quarterback. You cannot do anything in this league without your quarterback. While we're talking about franchise tagging, I want Dak and McCarthy and Kellen and the Brady Bunch, the whole gang, to be working on schemes, concepts. What does McCarthy like to run? Picking his quarterback's brain. That ain't gonna happen if this gets messy, guys. I'm telling you now. I'm forewarning you all. I have a vision of getting Dak's attempts down and getting him in the right position to make the right throws, because what you saw yesterday in the Super Bowl, that's not Dak Prescott's game. It never will be. He'll never be. And you know what? Mahomes is a generational talent. He's going to get whatever Mahomes asks for, he's going to get paid for, and rightfully so. What is it? His 4th year, 3rd year in the league. He's won a Super Bowl. He's won a league MVP. He's won a Super Bowl MVP. Yeah, he's a different type of a talent. He's an elite level talent. But there's a nugget about the Cowboys. The Cowboys haven't drafted an elite level talent at the quarterback position since when? Troy Aikman. So you kind of get what you get. And while Dak Prescott has succeeded, first of all, do not come in this video and throw out he led the league in yardage stat. I hate that stat because so did Jameis Winston, and his picks were off the roof. And if you ask Tampa Bay fans what they think about Jameis Winston, they probably don't like him. And the rest of the quarterbacks who were in the top tier yardage, they weren't even in the playoffs. I don't know if Mahomes was up there, but I know Phillip Rivers was up there, a couple others. They weren't even in the playoffs. So yardage, to me, is an empty stat. I hate it. You look at what Minnesota did this year with Kirk. All those yards he threw for, Mike Zimmer put the leash back on and said, we're going to run the football. We're going to put you in good situations. Now, they got in trouble with their offensive line, but Kirk isn't the reason why they lost to San Francisco, okay? Offensive line play and a couple other things. I think Dallas has a very, adequate offensive line. People will poke holes, that's fine, but I think that Dallas's offensive line is more than capable of doing some nice things. My vision Zeke. We only, to be honest with you guys, we may only have Zeke in his prime for what, 3 more years? 3 to 4 more years? Zeke TP. You see a San Fran team who has Breida, who has Mostert, who has not Freeman. What's my man's name? Who went to Indiana? Did he go to Indiana? Tevin Coleman. It was either Indiana or Temple, but I remember covering him in the draft. Anyway, three-headed monster. Everybody gets a taste. And I want to have that type of dynamic with Tony and Zeke. And one thing about McCarthy is he knows how to get his running backs involved in the passing game. He's done some really good design in the past, play design more or less. But anyway, that's my goal for Dak. Maybe the Cowboys have a different one, but that's my goal. I think the type of quarterback that he is, you can win with him. And let me say this, I'm not a Dak Presscott hater. I'm just looking at it from a GM's perspective. I'm looking at it from, hey, maybe the Cowboys did ask Mike McCarthy. Okay, Mike, this is completely off the record. What do you think about Dak Presscott going into year 5? Where is he? He can do this good. Ball placement could be better, but we can fix that. He's tough as nails, very tough, great leader. Want to get him on the edge a little bit. Want to do some, that's football talk, guys. That's probably what Mike McCarthy is thinking. But he's also thinking, I can win with this guy. And you can win with Dak Prescott. However, I'm going to tell you guys right here to your face, the person who's driving this bargain and the person who's driving this bus when it comes to them not being on the same page, because they're both sitting down and talking about numbers. I'm sure the agent and the Cowboys have been for a while. It's Stephen Jones. It's Stephen Jones. Because if Jerry had his way, I'm sure he would have gave Dak his house. It's Stephen. Stephen, oh, something don't look right here. Because Stephen understands that I can't put a bunch of money in this pot and then this person. So, all that said, either you in or you out. I don't want to sound like I'm talking out of both sides of my neck, but hell, if you want to give Dak, you want to back up the Brinks truck, back it up. You're going to have to live with that, though. And you're going to have to design and keep him in a box that allows him to win. Or the franchise game is scary. Because if you franchise him this year and you go 7-9, 8-8, 9-7, you haven't learned anything about that. If you fall off next year and you franchise and you say, okay, we're picking high, time to go up and get a guy. That's what it is. Dak has definitely overachieved, no question. But we have to start thinking realistic and not as fans, and we also have to be able to be competitive. Mike McCarthy's on a 5-year deal. Now, he comes in, he does great. Hell, he might get an extension. Cool. But Mike McCarthy, in some form of capacity, is going to be expected to win now. Like, this is not a rebuild. This is not a rebuild by any stretch of the imagination. Don't get that twisted. Mike McCarthy took this job because he says, I like this personnel, I like this defense, I like this offense. A couple changes, we're back in this thing. But I'm telling you now, if they don't do the work, they don't put the time in, this team is not going to, they're going to be unfocused. I'm telling you, we went through the whole offseason with us being on First Take, and we're always on there. But the focus level, you could see that these Cowboys couldn't beat a team like the Jets, couldn't beat a bad Mitch Trubisky team. And yeah, the defense wasn't great, and yeah, this, that, and the third, but it ultimately falls on quarterback play, guys. Period. You guys are going to point to numbers, fine. Garbage time numbers don't mean much to me. I'm not a big numbers guy. I trust my eyes. I trust times when you have to make big throws, when you have to do certain things. And I still see a quarterback that can do it, but he's not quite there yet. So the offense has to change. That's fine. Mike McCarthy is coached to Joe Montana. He's coached to this person. He knows the game, so let him design something. But how can you do that if the quarterback's not in the building? If he's not showing up for OTAs, we're in trouble. If he's not showing up for training camp or just waltzing in there because he's getting bad advice from his agent, we are in trouble. I don't care how much drill work he's doing with Tom House or this, that, and the third. You have to be in the building. All these stupid videos that athletes put up on the internet, and you see them doing ladder drills and this, that, and the third. That's all well and good. I want you in the building working scheme. I coach. You know what I mean? I got to be in my quarterback's ear. And people say, oh, Foots is the 8. You level as kids. Hey, we won. You got to have a relationship. Dak and McCarthy have to build their relationship. Or something else could be going on. Maybe McCarthy isn't sold. Maybe, so this is not good. I'm telling you, this is not good. Now, Dak, by all means, there's a section in the back of this video who's watching this video saying, man, Dak deserves his money, he should get his money. I get that. Oh, by all means. So, there's got to be some give, got to be some take. But damn it, if the Cowboys haven't learned anything, is that the focus level, the attention to detail, the toughness has to change on this team. Has to change on this team. Bringing in a Mike Nolan, I think, will be tougher as a defense. I do. I think that it won't be cover 2 and keep everything in front of you for the rest of, for the whole game. It won't be that rod way of playing anymore. I think these guys will be focused. I think Mike Nolan knows defense. He knows linebackers. Cool. I think McCarthy will have these guys focused on offense. But I just don't want the relationship starting off rocky. If not, package some picks and go up and get Justin Herbert. Go up and get Tua. Go up and get, mortgage your whole future. Go up and get Joe Burrow. Do it. Do it. If you're not sold on Dak and you can't come to a number, move on. Like, crazier things have happened. But the way that this is going right now, it's not a good sign, Cowboys fans. So, I gave you guys a lot. You guys let me know what you think. It's your boy Foots the King. I got my voice back. I'm getting back to draft stuff this week. As always, thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I'm not mad. I'm just thinking ahead. Hey.